As more survival horror games come to the scene here, it's very important for us to take a step back and appreciate our games that gave us a pretty decent scare. So without wasting any time, let's jump right into it here. And starting off at number 10, we have Resident Evil 6 in the D tier. Now, Resident Evil 6 is a fun zombie horror game. However, the ability to fight back on every front with the enemy is a little too free. You can fist fight your enemies, you can shoot them, you can do cool executions on them. In my opinion, that takes away from the survival and the horror of it. So that's why Resident Evil 6 goes in the D tier. Now, number 9 here, we have Resident Evil 5, and that goes right up in the C tier here. Because like I said, when Resident Evil 6 has all of that freedom of movement, it really does take away from the survival horror of the game. And Resident Evil 5, just a step back, has a lot less freedom of movement. It's a very survival-esque, original style Resident Evil that I find is a lot more appealing to the survival horror genre. Now at number 8, we have Dead Island, and that game goes right here in the C tier as well. It is an amazing survival horror game. It's an amazing crafting game. It's all around. The zombies are very scary. This game is a really good game. I love it. However, the movement is a little too clunky. Not being able to really move other than pushing the stick forward and aiming with the right stick left to right, that's a very hindering way of playing a game. I'm not saying I should be able to dash in another direction. I'm just saying when you walk about as slow as a snail going backwards, it makes you want to just turn around and completely sprint in the other direction. It's not conventional at all. And that actually brings us right here to number 7, Dead Island Riptide, which also goes in the C tier here. And like I said, it's Dead Island, they're great zombie games. It's just the controls. The controls are a little too clunky. It's a little too funky to move around. So definitely they both go in the C tier. They're not bad. They're just a little wonky here and there. Now coming in at number 6, we have Devour, and I rate it a B tier. It's an amazing game. I love it. All of the bosses are extremely scary looking. They make sounds while they move around the map. So it's definitely a scary game to play. However, the game is so difficult. If you're playing it by yourself, you have to have some kind of blueprint plan that you drew up yourself before you hopped on the game. It is not an easy game. Now at number 5, we have Ghost Watchers. This is actually one of my favorite paranormal games, right next to Phasmophobia. And I love Ghost Watchers because you can basically do all of the paranormal stuff from the front door. It's definitely the most terrifying when you see the ghost looking at you from behind and then you get dragged away. It's terrifying. It's a great game. You should definitely play it. Now at number 4, we have Bigfoot, and that goes right here into the A tier list, and that is because this is an amazing game. You get to hunt down Bigfoot. It could take days. It can take real hours of your life to hunt down this Bigfoot, and he'll start off being a little more passive towards you at the beginning, but as the nights go by, he will get angrier and he will get more hostile. It's a must play. I love it. Now at number 3, we have Ghost Exorcism, and that goes in the A tier as well, because this game is just like Ghost Watchers. The ghosts will show themselves to you. It will interact with you. However, in Ghost Exorcism, the ghost actually will climb on the walls. It'll come out to your vehicle and try to rip you out from the vehicle. This is an A tier game. I definitely recommend you play it. Now at number 2, we have Left 4 Dead 2, and that game is going to be in S tier. Because this game, you can mod it. It never feels repetitive. You can play it with your friends. You could have Homer be a hunter in the game if you want. There's special infected. There's zombies. It's got everything that you could want from a survival horror game. Is definitely an S tier game and will always remain an S tier game. I have about 680 hours on this game, but it's amazing. Now coming in at number 1, we have 100% Orange Juice. And I know what you're thinking. You're probably saying, this is not a survival horror game. Well, actually, Steam says it is for some reason, and I agree with it, because when you're getting jumped by all the DLC enemies in this game, you're gonna feel like you're playing a survival horror game. 100% Orange Juice is definitely an S tier game. It is not for the faint of heart. Definitely give it a play. Okay, and I actually have a bonus one here for you guys. and this one is going to be SCP Vacation. I definitely think it's a survival horror game. It comes up on Steam as a survival horror game. It's basically Mario Party, but with SCP characters. You can get sent to what I call the Shadow Realm. You can be attacked by the SCPs. It's a fun game. Definitely give it a try. But this is the tier list here, guys. Please leave a like. Let me know if you agree with this or not. If you think this was kind of a funny video. Or if you want another tier list, let me know. I don't know if I'll do another tier list. I don't even know what I'm thinking right now. So leave a like, and I will see you guys in the next video.